Hello there, I'm Gerald, and welcome to Going Solar with Pivot Energy. Today we're going to learn about all the different types of solar policy in the US and how it varies state by state. Alright, so I need to warn you, today's video is going to be pretty dense. We're talking about solar policy here. So let's take a deep breath, and let's jump right in. Solar is a highly regulated industry, and the policy that governs renewable energy generation at the federal, state, and utility level is forever changing and adapting. Incorporating solar policy is a complex process that takes into account various stakeholders and oftentimes competing interests. Policy is a catalyst. It's used by many utilities, states, and municipalities to establish programs that provide various incentives to increase the deployment of solar energy. Now, it may not come as a surprise to you, but the states with a good solar policy are also the ones that are leading in solar deployment, like New Jersey. Now let's jump into some of the specifics and the types of solar policy and energy programs out there that are setting the stage for solar growth. First off is Renewable Portfolio Standards, or RPS. Many states have RPS standards which mandate a certain percentage of renewable energy generation on the grid, whether that's biomass, wind, or solar. Essentially anything that's carbon free. And just like a company can set a specific goal, these Renewable Portfolio Standards help set a target. And together, states, utilities, and other stakeholders come together to help meet or exceed those goals. As you can see in the map, these standards can vary greatly among states. For example, this year, Washington State set the goal of achieving 15% of renewables, whereas in Colorado, we have doubled that at 30%. Hawaii has one of the most aggressive RPS standards in the country, achieving 100% renewable energy by 2045. Go Hawaii! Another form of policy out there is referred to as net metering. This is one of the most common pieces of state legislation and utility rules out there that dictate how businesses like you can be compensated for the energy that comes from your system. It's similar to a barter system or a solar bank in which you can trade kilowatt hours for kilowatt hours. In areas where net metering exists, building owners with rooftop systems will first and foremost use the kilowatts generated by their system on site. And any excess energy that comes from their system during the day or summer will be spilled onto the grid, where they are credited at retail rate for those kilowatt hours. And at nighttime, when they need energy, they can pull from that solar bank of credits. The business owner's utility bill at the end of the month will be the amount of kilowatt hours used by the utility minus the kilowatt hours produced by the system. And the customer's goal is to be net zero, which is totally possible. An adaptation of net metering is virtual net metering. It's a similar type of program that allows for the same kilowatt hour compensation structure, but it does not require the solar array to be on your building. Virtual net metering is a separate policy and largely how community solar programs compensate subscribers or community solar customers. What is community solar? Well, I'm glad you asked. Community solar is another type of solar policy that is relatively new, and it started right here in our home state of Colorado with the passage of the Community Solar Garden Act. Since its inception, community solar has spread across the country with many states and utility programs. Now, what makes community solar gardens so unique is you can still access the same economic and environmental benefits associated with solar without the large upfront investment that solar projects can require. The solar project is local, yet off-site, and connects directly to the local utility. Local organizations and residents subscribe to the community solar project and receive monetary credits off their monthly utility bill through virtual metering for participation in the program. These programs are significant because according to a recent study by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory and the Department of Energy, some 50% of residents and commercial clients can't go solar because they either rent their roofs, they have shading issues, or they simply just aren't good roofs. And thanks to community solar gardens, utilities and states are able to deploy more solar that helps them meet the Renewable Portfolio Standards that they wouldn't be able to do simply with rooftop solar alone. Another policy that's expanding solar energy adoption is a mandate that new construction includes solar. This is a policy that's referred to as a green roof policy. In 2017, San Francisco became the first city in the US to mandate such a policy, with either including solar or living roofs on new construction. This concept has spread across many cities across the country and is being adopted in metropolitan areas across the US. Another solar policy is where utilities create programs to procure energy from renewable sources. These typically are opt-in programs that ratepayers can access through their utility, and they often come at a premium. Here in Colorado, one of them is Xcel Energy's program called WindSource. In Virginia, the main utility there, Dominion, has a program called Dominion Green Power. In both these examples, you pay an extra few cents per kilowatt hour to ensure that your utility is buying green power from a renewable source. The benefit of these programs is that they are easy to sign up for, and when more people participate, it ensures more clean energy is getting added to the grid. However, there is no real financial benefit to the customer, and in fact, you are paying more for that energy. So ask yourself, would you rather pay extra to your utility, or would you rather become your own power producer, save money, and the planet? As you can see, policies vary state by state and utility to utility. Our policy team at Pivot Energy works tirelessly to make sure that there's good solar policies out there so business owners have the opportunity to benefit from generating clean, renewable energy. If your state doesn't offer solar programs to your businesses, you could be missing out on a lucrative investment. So get engaged to drive favorable solar policy in your state. The Solar Energy Industry Association, or SEIA, advocates for solar policy nationally. And there are often local chapters as well that can help you navigate specific local utilities and create programs that help businesses take advantage of going solar. And if you don't know your local policies, we are always here to help. If you're interested in going solar and want to see what it looks like for you, contact our team at Pivot Energy. We can help you navigate the policies and tax incentives that are specific to your locale. We have the ability to not only plan your project, but also finance and build it to get you into the system of your dreams. My email address is listed in the description below, so please reach out. Our team at Pivot Energy has a combined decades of experience in the solar industry to help you with your solar project. I hope you enjoyed this video about the solar policy landscape. Give our video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell so you're notified when we post our new videos. We post videos on the basics of solar energy for your business, community solar, and of course, all the ways you can save money with solar incentives, and how to navigate the changing solar policies. We'll see you next time.